Hi, I'm Kirsten Tabasham and this is Bump to Mump Pilates. Today I'm running through a 10-minute stretching program. Now the idea of this program is to help with any upper back tension, rib or back pain that you may be getting. Because it's only 10 minutes, a nice, quick, simple workout for you to be doing. So if you're pregnant, you can be doing it while sitting at your desk or obviously at the end of the day. And if you've just had your little one and you're up at 3 a.m. in the morning and you need a little bit of a stretch out, then by all means do it then. So once you've downloaded the program, remember you can just watch it over and over again. And if you haven't already, please check out my website, Instagram and Facebook page, and the details will be at the end of this short video. So firstly, in standing, we're going to be nice and upright. So we're going to start off with the shoulders. So to begin with, just start with lifting the shoulder up and rolling back. So just lifting up and rolling back. So these standing exercises can be done in sitting. And when we go down onto the floor towards the end of the program, we'll be doing it in kneeling, and those exercises can be done also with a gym ball. So when you're doing this, just lift up and roll back. Just feel that tension going through that shoulder and neck area. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So again, lifting up and back. Up and back. Again, try and exaggerate the movement. Keep your head looking forwards. As I said, just get rid of that tension in that upper back area. Then we're going to get both moving together, so up and back. And again, just gently up and back. Again, keep up nice and tall, keep that head looking forwards. As I said, exaggerating that movement right up and right back. And 2 more. Alrighty, so next we're going to stretch out the neck. So keeping up nice and tall, just gently drop your head to one side. And then come back to the middle. And then over to the other side. Now we're going to do that again, but we're going to use the hand to assist the movement. So I'm going to put my hand on my head, I'm going to gently drop my head over to the side, and this time I'm going to put my hand behind my back, and then I'm going to try and drop my shoulder down and pull my head over. I'm not going to force it, just hold it there. So you want to increase the distance between your ear and shoulder. And if you can't get your hand behind your back, just let your arm hang by the side of you. And again, keeping up nice and tall. And then we're going to try that on the other side. So again, popping your hand there, dropping your head over, pop the hand back, and again just dropping that shoulder down. Again, increase the distance between the ear and shoulder. And then just hold for a few seconds, and then relax off. Next we're going to go into some shoulder movements. So the idea is to keep your pelvis forwards as we do the movement. So up and back, up and back. So try not to twist the body. So what we don't want to be doing is twisting as we're going back. So keep your pelvis and body forward. So again, we're just isolating it to that upper back and that shoulder girdle area. So up and back, up and back. And then we'll do one more on each side. And just relax off after that. Next, we're going to do a little bit more of a rotation. So you can soften your knees slightly for this. And you can pop your hands together, so you make it into a prayer position. Elbows are wide, and the key thing is to drop your shoulders here. So keeping up nice and tall. And again, ideally keep your pelvis facing forwards. So you're going to rotate to one side and then come back to the front. So again, this exercise is easy to do whilst you're sitting at your desk at work. So remember, just keep your bottom and legs still on that chair as you're moving from side to side. And as you're going, just let your head follow your hands. So ideally think about keeping up nice and tall as you're turning from side to side. If you wanted to, you could breathe out as you rotate, and then breath in as you come forwards. So breathe out as you rotate, breath in and forwards. And the key thing is to keep those shoulders nicely down. So we're always thinking about the posture whilst we're stretching. And again, once more, each side. And then you can relax the arms. Now if you've got room, what we're going to do next is have the arms nice and wide and then slightly progress the movement. So we're just going to do a little bit more of a rotation and going from side to side. So with this one, you can let the pelvis begin to follow. This is a nice sweeping movement. But again, think about what your shoulders are doing. Sit your shoulders down and keep your head nice and tall. Keep your spine nice and long. And then once more, each side. Okay, so next we're going to work on the legs. So to begin with, we're going to go into a couple of calf stretches. So keep the legs hip width apart, have the knees slightly relaxed, and when you're ready, we're going to come up onto the tiptoes and then gently down. So keep those knees nice and soft, up on the tiptoes and gently down. So ideally as we're coming up, we're keeping up nice and tall, and you want to try and control it as you lower back towards the floor. So you're elegantly tapping those heels back down. So the arms can there go up and down to help control that movement. So it's easy to keep those knees slightly bent, so it's easy to control the movement. So just gently up and gently down. And then we'll do 2 more. So just gently up and lower and last go. Alrighty, give those legs a little bit of a shake. So obviously that one you can't quite do in sitting, but you can just go up and down the balls of feet whilst you're sitting on that desk, just to keep those calf muscles going, keep that circulation going. So next we're going to stretch out the calf muscle. So pop one leg forwards, one leg back. So I've got my right leg forwards, left leg back. I'm going to keep both my heels down, and I'm going to bend my front legs. This is the right leg I'm bending. I'm going to pop my hands together, and I'm going to gently push my hands forward, so I'm pushing away and leaning into it, but I'm dropping my shoulders. So from a side position, back leg is straight, front leg is bent, I'm pushing forwards and leaning, but again, shoulders are down, so I feel that stretching down through the calf muscle. And just hold for a few seconds, and then you can come out of that position. Now, I want you to keep your left leg back, because what we're going to do now is stretch the hamstring a little bit. So this time, bend your back leg, so that's your left leg, pop your hands onto that bent knee, keep your right leg forwards, and then what you're going to do is just pull your toes up on that side. As you pull the toes up, you'll feel that stretch going down the back of the leg. So this one you can do in a sitting position, so scoot yourself to the edge of the chair, your desk, and then again just get yourself into that position there. Again, drop your shoulders so you're not hunching. And then we can relax off, and then we can try those on the other side. So left leg forwards, right leg back, bend your left leg, pop your hands together, lean into it, drop your shoulders, and then just hold that stretch a moment. Try and keep your back heel down if you can. And then we're going to come out to that position, and this time we're going to bend that back leg, so we're bending that right side. I'm going to keep my left leg forwards and straight, hands onto my bent knee, and I'm just going to gently pull my toes up on that left side. Again, drop my shoulders, feel that stretch all the way down the back of the leg. And then you can relax off. Okay, so next we are going to come down into kneeling. So ease yourself down onto the floor. And as I said earlier in the video, if you've got a gym ball, you can do these with a gym ball, so I will show you shortly what to do with that. So legs are going to be hip width apart, hands are slightly forward to the shoulders, shoulders are now nice and relaxed, and your back is relaxed. Now we're going to go into the cat stretch, but we're going to kind of like break this exercise down a little bit. So firstly, keeping your upper back nice and still. We're just going to practice tucking under the tailbone and then letting go. So my upper back's not moving, I'm concentrating on stretching just my lower back. So I'm thinking about tucking my tailbone right under, upper body nice and relaxed, and then letting go. So I want to begin to get a little bit of curve, a little bit of stretch in this lower back. Now of course if you're pregnant, at this stage, it's really good to be in these positions because it just offloads your back and gives your baby nice room to move. So as you want to, with the gym ball, you've got your hands there, or rest your head there, and again, same particular movement, just your lower back, a little bit of a stretch, and letting go. And again, a little bit of a stretch, and letting go. So if you don't have the gym ball, absolutely fine to just stay in that kneeling position, and again, a little tuck, and letting go. So draw that tailbone right under and relax. So this time we're going to concentrate more on the upper back. So I want you to round the upper back, push, 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 and drop the head down, but the lower back's not really moving at the moment, and then just letting go. And again, think about pushing your ribs out, push your ribs up, drop your head down, and then letting go. And again, we're really thinking about pushing up, dropping the head and holding, and then letting go. Now this time we're going to combine the lower back and the mid back. So to start with, tuck your tailbone under, draw that lower back under, then push up, then drop your head. So you get that nice stretch through the whole of the spine, hold for a few seconds, and then letting go. And again, tucking under, pushing those ribs up, dropping the head down, Stretch through that whole spine. Again, if it feels comfortable, just hold for a few seconds and letting go. And again, with the gym ball, you can use it in front of you and do this exercise again. So again, pushing up, dropping down, and letting go. And last go, so tuck your tailbone under, draw that tailbone down, push the ribs up, drop your head down. Again, hold, and then relaxing off. Next, we can sit back into the child's pose. Okay, so for this, your feet can be together or parallel, and then you can just gently sit your bottom back and stretch out. And just drop your head down. And again, a nice easy exercise to do with the gym ball. So again, hands can stay on the ball as you're sitting back. And again, if you've got the ball there, you can let your head go and you'll feel a bit more of a stretch through that upper back. Now, whilst you're there, what we can do next is add a little bit of a side stretch. You can just take the ball over to one side, so you're getting a bit of a stretch down the side of the spine, and then you come back, and then over to the other side, and again, let the head hang and stretch out. And you can do the same thing without the ball. So again, just walk your arms over to one side, feel that stretch, come back to the middle, and then take yourself over to the other side. And I suggest just doing that a couple of times each way. So again, just stretching out, holding, and coming back, and then over to the other side. And then finally, what we're going to do is a hip flexor stretch. So I'm going to get you to come up into kneeling. Put one leg forward. So again, I'm going to put my right leg forwards. I'm nice and upright. I'm going to put my hands onto my knee, and then I'm going to just gently lean forwards. I'm going to get a nice good stretch through that hip area, and again, shoulders are down. And then just hold for a few seconds. And then you're going to come out of that position. You can use your hands to help swap legs. And then you're nice and upright. And then again, just leaning into that stretch. Keep it nice and tall, drop those shoulders. Again, you'll just feel that across the front of the hip, and you might feel it in the back of the leg as well. And then you can relax off. And again, once you've finished that, if you want to, you can sit back and stretch out again. So that's a nice, easy 10-minute stretching program for the whole body. So enjoy and keep safe, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.